How many times will Trump and this administration violate the Constitution before we hold him accountable? Hi, you're watching On the Soapbox with me, your host, Justin Mayo, and today we're talking about the American-Venezuelan War. If you've been living under a rock for about the last 3 months or so, this is a quick synopsis of what's happened so far. We've carried out over 30 strikes, killing 115 alleged narco-terrorists on vessels off the coast of Venezuela. We have bombed one of their ports that was allegedly connected to this narco-terrorism. We have formed a naval blockade, which is considered an act of war, off the coast of Venezuela, prohibiting trade in and out. As of last night, we carried out a large-scale military operation where we bombed several targets in Caracas, the capital of Venezuela. Confirmed casualty count has not been released yet, to my knowledge. We also apprehended the president and his wife, who are now on their way to New York to face prosecution. The operation last night is also considered an act of war that was not approved by Congress. Congressmen and women didn't find out until shortly after, according to Marco Rubio in the press conference this morning. Donald Trump has said that we will play a large part in the regime change, and U.S. oil companies will play a large part in the reconstruction of oil manufacturing in Venezuela, confirming a lot of suspicions as to what this is all about. Which takes me to the next point of this video. There's been several claims surrounding the situation that I feel are bullshit. The biggest of which is that this has anything to do with narco-terrorism. There are dozens of countries in South America and Central America that are riddled with narco-terrorists, like the ones at our southern border, Mexico. And when Trump was asked about it this morning, he said, well, I talked to the president of Mexico and she said she didn't want us to go in and take out the cartels. Didn't fucking matter what Maduro said. We'll listen to the nice lady that's running Mexico right now, but fuck Maduro. He's complicit. Maybe it's not about the narco-terrorists, and maybe it's about the oil. Now that Maduro's gone, that seems to be the main priority, is getting their oil production up. So we're going to get in there, we're going to run it right, we're going to treat the Venezuelan people right now that we've violated their sovereignty, and we're going to get their oil production up. We're going to pay them. America's oil companies are going to go in, spend billions of dollars, and we're going to get their oil production up. I don't think it has anything to do with narco-terrorism, Mr. President. I think it has a whole lot to do with the oil. The second claim that is complete bullshit surrounding the situation is that at its heart, this operation is a law enforcement one. Bullshit. You gave up on that as soon as you guys started committing acts of war. As soon as you started setting up that naval blockade, gone. Now it's an act of war, which requires congressional approval, which they did not get. Which leads me into the next section of this video, where I have a couple of questions. This is mainly for congressmen and women, but how many times will Trump and this administration violate the Constitution before we hold him accountable? He violated it when he sent the Texas National Guard into Illinois and Oregon against their governor's wishes. Section 4, Article 4. See me in the comments if you disagree with that. I'd love to talk about it. And now he's violated it twice with this whole Venezuela deal. When he put up the naval blockade without congressional approval, and when he bombed Venezuela and apprehended their president, violating their sovereignty without Congress approval. How many times will he violate the Constitution before we hold him accountable? My second question goes to those that still support Trump in light of the recent events. What must he do for you to wake up and see him for what he is? What would he have to do for you to wake up and see him as a threat to our country? Because that is what he is. Despite the number of times he likes using buzzwords like law and order, he doesn't give a shit about law and order. Unless it's convenient for him. He's a 34-count convicted felon who has violated the Constitution now 3 times in his first year back in office. So I ask you, what must he do for you to see him as a threat to America? To see him for what he is? Thank you for watching On the Soapbox with me, your host, Justin Mayo. I look forward to seeing you guys in the comments, and don't forget to like and follow. Thank you.